Cloud computing is very useful model for using computing resources. However, there are certain characteristics of it which makes it very difficult to promote it among certain set of people because of certain concerns. For example, in data centers, the data of user as well as programs are stored. Now that data is stored on a remote server, the user wants certain guarantees regarding its protection and appropriate use of his data. So this comes under what is known as privacy issues in the cloud. Privacy deals with the protection and appropriate use of personal information of users. That means, suppose I am using a cloud service provider to do my banking or my travel and all those things. How do I know that my data is protected from other people and it is correctly used for the intended users only? Second, the lack of control. Since the servers are remote and the storage devices are also remote, the user will not have or will not own the infrastructure, hence they are away. So there is always a chance of theft and misuse. That means the data that I stored can be stolen by somebody for whatever the reason, being either commercial or otherwise, or there can be a misuse of that data also. And it is possible that it can be unauthorized sold to other people. For example, see, suppose your email ID is sold to some commercial organization that which you don't want it to be done. Control over data life cycle. What it means is, suppose you want to close your account on a cloud service provider like say a Gmail or a Facebook. Are there any provisions in which actually whatever the data that you have created during your interactions on those networks or cloud service provider can be deleted? Changing cloud provider. Many a time, suppose you want to move from one service provider to another service provider. So for example, suppose you have been using a word processing software from a particular company and you want to move to another service provider. Is it possible to move the content and all your work that is done on a particular user, a platform of one cloud service provider to another one? So this would be creating what is known as data lock-in if you are not able to move from one service provider to another one. However, many organizations have been taking this point into consideration. For instance, companies like Google and Facebook allow you to download your data and delete your account forever.